Seven in IMAX. That's it. That's the hook. That's the intro. That is what's fueling my level of excitement that made me have to get on That Guy Talks Movies and talk about Seven. So I found out that Seven is going to be playing in an IMAX theater. Now, here's the thing about that. First, welcome to That Guy Talks Movies. I'm That Guy Talking Movies again, and I'm here. And I am compelled to get in front of the camera again and talk because I am super excited about Seven being shown in an IMAX theater. True IMAX theater, by the way. There's only, I believe it's like 30-something true IMAX theaters and projectors and such in the world. And in the United States, it might be 12 to 15. But one of them is here in New York City. It's the one that I tend to go to. It's where I saw Blade Runner 2049, Interstellar, Dune 2. So I usually go to that theater when there's like big IMAX releases. Now, Seven, a couple things to talk about with Seven. So first of all, Seven, the IMAX experience, and then the Seven, the Steelbook, the 4K release, which is finally coming out. But let's first look at the actual trailer for the IMAX release.
Oh, Lord. We have ourselves a homicide.
If I may speak freely, this should not be his first assignment.
I've worked homicide 5 years.
Not here.
For how long have you lived here?
Too long.
911, what's your emergency?
No fingerprints. No witnesses of any kind.
Nope.
It means that this is beginning. There are 7 deadly sins. Gluttony, greed, pride, sloth, wrath, lust, and envy.
Dex! You wanna come take a look at this? Honestly, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. This guy's methodical, exacting, and worst of all, patient.
Like what you do for a living? These things you see?
Oh God, he had a gun in my mouth!
He's 2 murders away from completing his masterpiece.
Let's finish it.
Mel! Who's in the bar?
You know, this isn't gonna have a happy ending.
I'm going to see that. I can't even describe to you how. So here's the deal. Now, I've done the review on Seven on this channel. It was the very first review I ever did when I decided to do this channel, was for Seven. And if you don't know, here's the embarrassing truth. It's not really embarrassing, but I'm always ashamed to say it. I never saw Seven in the movie theater back when it came out. Never saw it. I saw it on VHS for the first time, and then over the years, you know, I got the DVD. This is the only DVD version that I own. As I've mentioned on the channel previously, I never bought the Blu-ray. I just have this incredible set right here, which I freaking love. And I've wanted to see it on 4K. Never saw it in the movie theater. So this IMAX experience, going to see it in January, I think I'm going January 4th, I believe, to see it in the IMAX theater, is going to just be a monumental thing for a film person, for a film lover, for a person who's as much, you know, favors this film so much. This is going to be a really big experience for me. I put this up there with when I saw Blade Runner in IMAX. So if anyone recalls, prior to Blade Runner 2049 opening, they released Blade Runner, the actual final, that director's cut, the one that's on the 4K Blu-ray, if you own that one, if you know what I'm talking about, the 4K of that, the really good final version, the Ridley Scott approved, that ultimate version, that was released in the IMAX theater a couple weeks before Blade Runner 2049. So it was like a setup for that. and I finally got to see Blade Runner on a huge screen like that, and it was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. I'm telling you that. And then seeing Seven in IMAX is just gonna blow me away. I'm preparing for it now. That's how big this is for me, to be able to see that on the big screen. I probably am gonna see it more than once. I'm gonna look at, probably when I'm done doing this, I've got my tickets already. I'm probably gonna try to see 2 or 3 days in a row if I can get in and get the tickets and there's seating available. I will try to get it to see that. But that also brings me back to the discussion of the actual discs. And if you guys remember, we had that 7 What's in the Box special edition and the Ultimate Collector's Edition that was supposed to come out sometime last year. I pre-ordered it on Amazon only to find out it was canceled. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it was delayed, and it was sort of put back. The date was pushed back. Forgive me, this chair. The date was pushed back, and then it was canceled altogether. I was furious because I was counting the days to get that actual release. I liked the entire setup, the way it looked, the whole packaging. I was thrilled. It would have been my favorite disc of all time. That's how excited I was for this. And then when it got canceled, I totally was just, I was in the dumps. Anyway, so the story behind that, Warner Brothers sent out an email and saying, blah, 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 we canceled that, but we're going to be coming out with a Steelbook and a Digibook. And I believe the speculation is that David Fincher was not happy with their packaging, whatever they were doing, so he decided to do his own thing. He's got his hand on the actual 4K, and the way this is going to be done, it's a Steelbook and a Digibook, and it's going to be, again, it's totally sanctioned by him. But I believe the history here is that whole Ultimate Edition, What's in the Box Edition thing was not to his liking. Fine with me. As long as whatever David wants to give us on 4K as far as this film goes, I'm good with that. I'm super excited to own that. So I pre-ordered that already through Amazon. And again, I'm going to see the IMAX presentation of this. I don't even know how to say the next line, but if you haven't seen Seven, somehow if this video makes it to you, you're not a regular subscriber, you're somebody who's just sort of out there, and this made it into your algorithmic thing, your must-watch videos, or somehow you clicked on it because I did the right thumbnail or something, and you haven't seen Seven, maybe you're a youngin or something, please, I implore you, I beg you, to whatever setup you have at home, darken the room, relax, settle in, and watch Seven. It will change your life. One of the greatest films ever made. It is absolutely flawless from beginning to end. Every single frame, every bit of music, every bit of score, every bit of acting, the performances, the casting, the lighting, everything is perfect. The editing, it is without a question one of the only flawless films ever made. That's how much I love this film. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, That Guy Talks Movies. I wanted to come on and talk about it. Let me know if you guys are near IMAX theaters. It's also, I believe it might also be in regular IMAX theaters. When I say regular IMAX, I mean the IMAX theaters that are not true IMAX, but they're IMAX digital or something. They're not projection. They're not true IMAX, whatever. But let me know if you're in a city where you actually have a real IMAX screen, if you're going to see Seven in the theater, if you would bother doing that. Are you excited about the actual 4K coming out? Did you already pre-order it? Were you somebody that ordered the actual What's in the Box set and you're feeling like me and you were equally as disappointed? Let me know in the comments below. I got some other things to talk about. I'll get back on. I want to do something on Rocky 4. So stay tuned for that. If you guys, the guys who have already subscribed, the people who are out there who have stuck with me for all this time, truly appreciate y'all being here. If you've not subscribed, and again, if somehow this video made it through to you, somehow and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. I truly appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out as well. And again, leave your comments. I'll see you on the next That Guy Talks Movies. Peace.